Welcome back. One of the things, Natalie, that I know you and I talk about a lot and why we love our show so much is because we get to meet so many different people, get to hear about so many different businesses and what they're doing in the community. And I believe this might be a first one for us that you're getting ready to welcome. I didn't even know that this was as big of a thing, but we're talking about ice this morning, and that ice is food.
I like it. I mean, this is really a cool business, and I'm so excited to introduce you to one cool guy, Clifton from Doggery Craft Ice. I have been saying this a while, Clifton. On our show, we get the pleasure of trying different mixed drinks and cocktails, and I'm starting to see a difference with the ice cubes. I had no idea there was a science behind it. Explain how you kind of got started, where you came from, how you got started, and now you're in this very cool world.
Well, I moved down here. I was active duty Air Force. I was at Headquarters Central Command for quite some time. I was the senior intelligence NCO there. I retired, took some contracting positions overseas, got tired of dodging bullets and bad guys, came back here, started working some things. And one constant was food and drink for me. All 72 countries that I've been in, I've eaten and drank everywhere that I could go to try new things. Got back here, and we noticed that there was a void of clear ice products in St. Pete. We had been drinking different products at the house. My son-in-law, who was my business partner, Jake, here's our 400-pound blocks that we do. We cut those up into various sizes. But we were looking for something. So we were sitting around the house on Wednesdays, and he would bring home a different fine spirit from the liquor store that he was running, and we would go ahead and start making this ice. Eventually, we came up with the clear ice. At first, we were using the silicone molds, and we found that it left a nasty taste and residue buildup on those silicone molds. So we started researching and came up with the process, and the directional freezing process that we have brings that ice perfectly clear, pure. And we have no impurities and no garbage in it, if you will. That's one of our logoed cubes that I was talking about. We actually do those for Flute and Dram, which is one of our restaurant bars in St. Petersburg.
And you say there is a difference. Like, you can really, I mean, it has a big impact on where this ice goes as far as cocktails and drinks.
Absolutely.
You can definitely taste a difference.
Even if you brought on your last guest, if you talk to him, he's talking about you only put the finest quality products and ingredients in one of his recipes. Why wouldn't you do the same thing when you're making a craft cocktail? Because 1/3 of your drink is ice. Why would you put a dirty piece of ice inside of a $60 bottle of beverage of your choice, if you will? You don't want to dilute it with garbage or anything like that. So our basis is having that pure clear ice in there. It's clean. It doesn't add any additional flavor. It just adds that water. It dilutes it about 5 times slower than a regular ice cube, and it chills it much faster and much longer.
Okay. Clifton, you actually have a drink with you. I don't know. We have our coffee this morning. I don't know if we want to go ahead. You're going to share a great recipe. We're going to put it online. And there's actually, show us what's in that drink too.
So
there you go.
One of our Doggery sticks in there, which is a 1 1/8 by 5-inch thick piece of ice. So essentially, pretty much looks like that.
So
and then it just slowly melts into the drink.
If people are interested in possibly taking advantage of this awesome thing that you're able to do with ice cubes, are you looking more towards companies, or can individuals work with you? I mean, I like I'm reading about an ice club. I worked in hockey for many years. I thought I was part of the ice club. You take the cake.
You most certainly were. If you're a hockey mom, you're part of an ice club. You're sitting in there as a popsicle for the rest of the practice game. But yeah, essentially, if you go log on to our website, www.doggeryice.com, on the top-hand side, there's actually an ice club that you can join. We have 4 different packages. You go ahead and buy that, taxes included. And then on the 3rd Tuesday of every month, we have a pickup point at one of our preferred vendors, a restaurant or a bar. And you go on in with your cooler, and you can pick up your ice order, and you receive a beverage special or an appetizer special at that point in time. So that way you can have these products at home Another thing that I'd like to hit on is that very shortly we will be in a large liquor store chain throughout Central Florida. So within 5 to 6 weeks, you'll be able to purchase this at a store pretty regularly at a retail price. Our club price is actually 20% below retail. So if you order the club packages, you're getting a pretty good deal.
And I have a question too. Why would you pick maybe one of the hottest spots in the country to do an ice business? I mean, by the time we go to pick it up or it's delivered, I mean, is it still going to be intact in this Florida heat?
Yes, we actually have a basic process that we set up. That we have a freezer van, and we have cooler vessels that we use specifically for our ice products. So they go from freezer to the freezer van to the actual location that's going to be. So it's literally never outside for more than 5 to 10 seconds as we're actually placing it into your freezer.
Again,
Good.
Clifton, it's like the beginning of Frozen. I shared that with you when we started. I'm really seeing that in you. Really, really quick. We're almost out of time. I have to ask about Doggery. Where did the name come from?
We're a big dog family. Between the 3 partners that we've had more than 22 dogs. We started researching this. Well, it turns out during Prohibition, there were several names for different bars. A Doggery was actually one of the speakeasies. It's the lesser known, but it was a kennel that they would set up a bar inside of. So you had like the blind pig, which was basically the one thing that the police officers wouldn't look at. You had little, green door, things like that. Well, a Doggery was an actual speakeasy inside of a dog kennel where people can go and get a nip and a pint.
So cool.
How
So cool.
cool.
Literally cool. Again,
I know.
it's so
I feel
nice.
like watching that ice being cut, like it's one of those viral videos you could just sit there and watch all
My
day.
mouth
It's so
was open.
captivating.
I was captivated by it.
You guys can come by the shop anytime. Just set it up. Of course, you'll have to wear your.
What's the name of the drink? We're out of time. Oh, I love the mask. Hey, what's the name of the drink that we're going to put on our website?
That one is a Razzie Collins, and that's by a friend of mine, Bootleg Greg Cocktail.
Okay. We'll put it online. I know you sent us the recipe for that.
I like it. Good stuff. Nice to meet you. I think I want to change Natalie to like Bootleg Nat after that. Clifton, again, very cool stuff.
Appreciate it. Y'all have a great day.
You too. You too.
Bye-bye.
And you at home, stay right there because we have more cool things coming up after the break.